Alright guys, welcome to part 3 of the My Team career mode. Yeah, so first of all we are going to look at the R&D. Obviously we are developing some at the moment. We have a front downforce and a chassis weight reduction coming in. Hopefully this should take us closer to the midfield, as we are still currently running at the end of the midfield at the back of it. We can see that Alfa Romeo have really started to develop, and so have Haas. Haas have developed a lot as well. Aston Martin and McLaren are now the same level. We are on par with AlphaTauri and Alfa Romeo, both Alpha teams. And then you can also see that Alpine are just slowly going ahead of us. So at the moment, I can see that we can't do any actual upgrades. Our front wing flap that was in development has failed now, so we are going to carry that on. That will be coming in after the Monaco Grand Prix. We do have our energy cell stores positioning coming in as well, which is done on the 28th. No powertrains to be coming in, and with durability, we don't really need to worry about durability. Our durability is actually fine in the team. As we can see here, obviously no upgrades. Driver market still looking all the same. One thing I am going to be doing though is, if I go back to corporate and go to contracts and have a look at the driver perks, I'm going to want to do some driver perks, and those driver perks I want to do are going to be development feedback, which I'm going to upgrade by 1. I'm going to be doing engine wear reduced by, and we're going to get all the drive perks up to level 1 already, so we're already upgrading our driver to basically be better than what it was. Facilities wise, I still want to upgrade our facility and area to be level 1, but we don't have enough for that. We have quality control, but it might not be able to afford Guan Yu Zhou enough. We also do have a press interview with Will Buxton, so let's head over to the interview.
Well, it's great to be back at your headquarters, and I've got to say, an awful lot's changed since we were last here. Let's dive in with some questions. Upgrades to your facilities seem to have stalled. Is there no more room for improvement, or are you prioritising other areas?
We've made investments earlier, which gave us a breathing room before we can upgrade again. We invest heavily in our staff here. They're our greatest asset. We'll upgrade it when we'll upgrade when we need to. Our current facilities are more than efficient enough.
To be getting much more comfortable with their car. Have you been focusing on their development?
They're making progress. I think we can push them harder.
Would it be safe to say that in terms of team orders, your career comes first in your team?
No team orders. Brand new team. We don't need team orders.
Your team's been picking up points fairly consistently. Do you think you'll be able to become a challenge to the top teams in the future? Well,
we're only 2 races in. One race I scored P10, but that's the only point we've scored all season. And at the end of the day, to friends at Echo, we have the resources to do that now.
Predictions for your team going into this season?
Well, with the team, we are in midfield. We're obviously at the back of the midfield. We're still trying to find our feet. We're not going to be a fight for the championship. We're not too good for that yet. But we're still finding our feet.
Thanks so much, as ever, for your time. It's hugely appreciated.
It's alright, Will and Arava on the camera. So, the one thing that I have changed about the car in this weekend that we are going to, obviously you might have noticed that I've changed the logo as well. Obviously the Gazoo comes into it, and I like the Toyota, like, it looks like a T on the first one. But I am going to show you now what I have done. So livery is the same. I'm not going to go into liveries, because that'll spoil Season 2's livery. But the personal stick, we've changed it into Keep Calm and No Heroics into Sandoval. So it should be a good weekend. Obviously, I'm going to do practice the same as what I did. I'm going to drive practice 1.
Rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival.
Okay, that was a
Think
bit rude.
carefully who you select, as while you will receive acclaim for beating them, you'll lose acclaim if you fail to do so.
Okay, thanks. That was a bit rude. Looking at tyre allocation, we have got the C5, C4, and C3. So the hardest in the Pirelli range, I do believe. But Monaco obviously going to be difficult. Practice sessions, I'm going to drive in practice 1, and then whatever I don't do in practice 1, I will sim through in practice 2. So I will show you the practice results. So as we can see, P18 in practice 1, a 1 minute 11.4, 2.2 off the pace. Guan Yu, impressive in P15, 2.1 off the pace. Interesting to see Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen, obviously 12th and 13th on the hard tyres, similar to Lando Norris, who was also on the hard tyres. So obviously they're going to be up at the top running. Nice to see Lance Stroll up there in 3rd. Bottas does top the session though. So we are going to do quick practice sessions, which is new in this game, where I can just get R&D.
Good day today. Let's have your... Are there any drivers that you've got a rivalry with at the moment?
Look at this, we're asked a rival question. Our rival is going to be Kimi Räikkönen.
It's the start of the season. How do you think things are going to go for you?
You can never tell this early. I'm worried of the best team, so things are going to go great.
Great. Well, that's everything.
Alright, Claire, now. Back her off! Like I said, I am going to do quick practice sessions here, which it's a lot easier. You get given a menu like this, and you get given... So, track acclimatization, I didn't fully finish this off, so I want to do this one, which will get us 100 R&D points, and I failed it. Where else can we go? Let's go for this one. Let's go for this one, see if this one works. And I failed it, and that is a 70% success rate. So we're going to keep trying it till we get these 100 R&D points, and I failed it again. Let's go over to something else. Let's go over to this one. 100% success, so we will get that one done now. What else have we got? 70% success. I'll go over the engine power, see if we can do it. Wait, do it. Achieve it. Let's try this on 50% success. And we do it. We're not going to be able to get any more done in this session. So that's not too bad of a practice session. That's not too bad of a practice session. Gaining some more R&D. Heading into practice 3, it's going to be the same thing. So I see where we need to do. Mostly focusing on fuel management, as we have pretty much completed the race strategy. Fuel management wise, 100% success. So we are going to get that done. Get that out of the way. What else have we got here? 70% success. We will do that. And we have succeeded. Optimal fuel usage. We will succeed that. Oh, we failed it. Give it another go. Give it another go. We did pass it. Let's go for the 50% success rate. Hopefully we do get it. And we do. So that's that done. Track acclimatization. We're going to finish this off. Go with this one here. 70% success. Hopefully we do get it this time. And we do. Insufficient session time for that. 100 R&D points. And this will give us some extra engine power. So let's give it a go. Let's see if we can get it with 25% success rate. And it failed. So, not too bad of a sessions. I'm trying to do some maths here. 13 out of 15 in the R&D objectives done. Which is pretty good. Let's head into qualifying for the Monaco Grand Prix. And let's just pray we don't die. I turned on my webcam too early then. But yeah, Monaco Grand Prix. Weather is looking okay. The race is what's concerning me, obviously, 23%. Hopefully we can set a good lap. My setup I am using 1110, 8060. Pretty much neutral. 52, 51, 16, 156, and then tyre pressures all over the place. But we are going to go with the soft tyres. Let's see if we can set a lap. Also, Jeff, I like you keep calm and no heroics into Sandavot on the Halo, but you've chosen the wrong colour, mate. It needs to be white. Like, you can't see it. You can just about see it, fam. Oh, don't lose it on the pit edge. Don't do that in the race. Corner cutting. Ah, dear. Only this lap, though. Oh, shit. I tapped the wall. Hopefully, with the race, obviously, if we get a bit of front wing damage, our race is over. And we are running simulation damage with standard, like, you know, wear effect. So it's not simulation affecting, but it is the standard of effect, which is still pretty high. So let's hopefully not die as we do a qualifying lap. I have done a little bit of time trial. That's it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's get this lap set, boys. See what I can do. Here we go, down to the start finish line. DRS open on ERS is activated. Let's see what I can do. First lap, a 1 minute 11.4. Not the best lap in the world. We do not have any damage on the car. But I might want to try and set another lap. I'm just going to get out of the way here. Because we are behind Mazepin and Russell. By quite a bit, it would seem. We go P8. That's better. That is better from us. 1 minute 10.2. That is what we needed. Look at that. Behind Hamilton. So Hamilton must not have had a good lap. Guan Yu Zhou's coming through again. Let's call our signs. Do let him through. We have a very similar colour to the Ferrari, as you can see with Leclerc on the timesheet. I did get out of the way, luckily. Obviously, we need to be P16 or higher. I believe that might just be enough. And as we check the leaderboard here, we can see Hamilton's also down and done the same exact time as us. Wow, so we've done the same exact time as Lewis Hamilton. We're just quicker in Sector 2 than Lewis. That's crazy. Lewis is quite a bit behind, to be fair, than the rest of the competition. Currently, we are setting P12. And I believe that is going to be safe. But I will go out for another lap. Obviously, we're going to go out so we have enough time to do one lap. If we don't do our lap, we'll see how people finish. So I want to be at the back of the pack, basically. Here we are. People are going out now. So let's set a fresh set of tyres on the car and let's go out for a lap. Obviously, we have 40 seconds left in the session. Hopefully we can get through to Q2. It would be good to get through to the second qualifying session. Obviously, that's where our car should be. Not every race, but it's where our car should be. So let's hope and pray. We get going for this lap now. Qualifying's complete. Hamilton goes fastest. Was ahead of us anyway. Our car just seems to be on the steering. I think I did tap the wall somewhere. Yeah, I tapped the wall somewhere. I can't finish this lap. So we are at risk right now. We are heavily at risk because other drivers are going around for their laps. Let's just hope and pray right now. Hope and pray that we keep our spot into Q2. Down to 13th now. Okay, we're still okay. Staying 13th, 14th. Shit, 15th. Still 15th. Still 15th. And we stay 15th. We're through. We're through to the second qualifying session, boys. Let's go, P15. Truthfully, I was not expecting that. Hamilton, don't know where he's found like 2 seconds, but he has. Looking at where we are, P15. Guan Yu down in P19. That's interesting to see. But yeah, we're not too far off the pace. Obviously, we need a 1 minute 9.7 to at least. We need to get into 1 minute 9.5s, I'd say, just to get through, hopefully. But P15 for Toyota. Let's see how Q2 does go. So I'm going to use that set of tyres we did go out for a lap on. Obviously, didn't really use them because we used them for about a corner. And then I realised that our lap's done for because I tapped a wall. But we are going to go out here. Let's see what we can do. Set our first lap in Q2. I'm going to go 2 laps in Q2. So I'm going to do this 1 lap and then I'm going to do another lap later on in the session towards the end, depending on what time we set. Coming down to the start finish line now. It is a 1 minute 10.8. Verstappen sets a 1 minute 9.8. I believe that is slower than what we did in Q2. I know there's 1 or 2 areas where I can improve on that lap, so we're going to come back into the pits, coasting on these tyres, and we will go for one final run at the end of the session. And as you probably guessed, sitting at the bottom of the timesheets, Lewis Hamilton on the mediums, and so is Verstappen not able to get through, so they're definitely going to have to go for another lap. Currently a second off the cut-off time I don't know where we're going to find a second from, but we're going to go out around about 3 minutes remaining. And yeah, well, whenever everyone starts going out, there we are. People are going out now. Cars are set up fine. Fuel is fine. Let's go out for a final run in Q2.
Complete.
Let's see what we can do.
We're ready. 30 seconds
Find
left
and
in the
see.
session.
Let's see if we can find any more time in the lap. Obviously, Raikkonen is 0.2 ahead of us, so if we can at least improve by at least 0.3 or 0.4, we will beat Kimi Raikkonen, who is our rival. Obviously, Track Evolution is in the game. First sector was slightly up, not enough to, you know, worry the top runners, which we weren't going to do anyway. We've had a bad run into the chicane. Flick it back. Okay, it's not too bad. We're still up on our time. I can see green in the top corner, and I've ruined it. That's our qualifying over. That is our qualifying over, unless we have an extreme last sector here. No, qualifying's over. Ah, that's annoying. Where is Hamilton going to go? Obviously, he's on the softs now. Verstappen went quickest. Hamilton's probably going to go quickest. And he does. P16 for the race. That's annoying. There's an alright run as well. Ah! So we can all see alongside us Alonso, Stroll, Tsunoda, Ocon, Raikkonen, and us are knocked out. Oh, it's annoying. It's annoying. But, yeah, let's not dwell on it. Let's head into the race.
Formula One returns to Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world-famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And, of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars will climb around 40 metres up the hill, past the casino, and then descend downwards towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners at Saint-Devote. And don't expect to see much overtaking here today. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are three main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness, and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Perez, Lando Norris, and Leclerc, Ricciardo, Sainz, Vettel, and Pierre Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Stroll, Yuki Tsunoda, and Ocon, Raikkonen, the Professor, Mick Schumacher, and Antonio Giovinazzi, Joe, Russell, Mazepin, and Nicholas Latifi. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Here we are for the Monaco Grand Prix strategy. 24 laps on the hard tyres, 15 laps on the mediums. We are going to slightly overfuel the car to 40 laps, so a lap over. Let's see what we can do here at the Monaco Grand Prix. Down to 5 red lights. Not seeing too high of revs at Monaco. And it is lights out and away we go. We've got an alright start up in second. Kimi Raikkonen does get the better of us at the start. Look at Mick Schumacher here getting involved. We can't really go anywhere. A little tap on Kimi. Not damage to the car, hopefully. As Mick Schumacher tries to get involved now. Mick Schumacher's actually jumped us and quite a few other guys. Hopefully we can get Mick Schumacher back soon though in the Haas car, who have done quite a few developments before coming to Monaco. Hopefully we can get him down the inside here, as we can get Raikkonen here as well. We're a bit earlier on the brakes than Kimi. We're going to push Kimi a little bit. And here we are, the slow corner here. We're trying to get Sonoda as well, sticking our nose in. Probably a bad idea to stick our nose in. Luckily the car does not have damage, it doesn't appear. Hopefully we can get Sonoda down into the chicane. But yeah, into the tunnel now. We have jumped 2 drivers in total to get up to where we need to be. We're not going to get Sonoda into here. But where we finish this lap is probably where we're going to finish at the end of the race. It is a long race, Monaco. It is annoying and treacherous. But yeah, at the moment, as we go a little bit wide there, the hard tyre is currently not warming up to temperature yet. Hamilton sets fastest lap of the race. In currently first place then, a 1:14.2 it said. And here we are, coming around to end the first lap. We are a 1:20 lap. Let's see what we can actually set on lap 2, which will be a better understanding of what our pace is like. Little drift around the final corner there. And at the end of this lap, we are setting a 1:14. So we're quite a bit off the pace. The front rows, obviously, we're on the hard tyres there, on the soft tyres. And our car is not as good as theirs. Obviously, our car weighs a lot heavier. So, yeah, looks like P14, or roundabout here, will be where we finish the race, if there isn't any safety cars or anything. Esteban Ocon tries a move on us. They've shut the door, and I believe Ocon's just coming to the pit for some front wing damage. Interesting. So he tried to move on us. A little tap on the car, and he's already in the pit. So Esteban Ocon's race is pretty much over. God, you can see how much heavier the car is there. Like, you can see that we've got to slow down a lot just to make turns. Yellow flags. I believe that is behind me, because I have a little snap there. Oh my god. The car just doesn't want to turn, man. Mick Schumacher's got in front of Kimi. Mick might even be able to get in front of me. That is Kimi Raikkonen. Kimi's out. Kimi's out of the session. Is there a safety car?
Dropping a second a lap to the car behind.
Is there a safety car? It doesn't appear that we have damage on the front wing either. Kimi Raikkonen's out though. So that's interesting. Oh my god. So our rival is now out of the race. And all you got to do at Monaco really is just finish it. I have just noticed that we've done lap 10 now, so this is a lap 10, so that is a quarter of the Grand Prix completed. I will be honest, probably one of the most boring Grand Prix on the calendar. And if you think it's boring, you guys watching a edited version, imagine how it is for me taking part when I've got no action to, you know, sort of battle with. Like, the closest thing to action I've got is a bit of snaps like that, and now it's Mick Schumacher trying to overtake me. That's it. Mick Schumacher trying to overtake me into the hairpin is the only action I've had aside from Esteban Ocon trying down the inside of me and Kimi Raikkonen retiring. I don't even know where I'm going to find the highlights for this video, but I will. Finally, so they've taken action. Mick Schumacher trying down the inside of me. We're going to try and defend into the chicane, which we do. Mick Schumacher goes off track, does give us a tap. He's still there. He's going to try around the outside. Mick is going to have to probably back out there, which he does. That is the only bit of racing I have seen all day. We have some of the front runners boxing in, obviously. We're not going to be affected with them. Pierre Gasly might be coming out at the same time as us. There is Pierre Gasly, who I've gotten past. So that's the only overtake, aside from the first lap that we've done. Overtaking's done in the pits on this game. Well, especially in Monaco, so... yeah, we're not going to score points this race, I don't believe, unless there is something cataclysmic which happens. But P13 now. We're lucky number 13. We'll go a bit wide there. Mick Schumacher's been let through. You do not try and overtake there, Mick. Mick and Giovinazzi just collide a little bit. I can't wait to strap on a new set of tyres. Mediums will feel a lot better than the hards. Oh my god, man. You put about 20% accelerator down, the car snaps. Jesus Christ. I will be honest, guys, you can probably tell on my face. But Monaco is so mentally draining. Like, especially in a my team car that can't really do much. Where you're 22 seconds off Carlos Sainz in 12th. And you're at the front of the hard tyre on a train. There's not much you can do, and you've just got to drive lap after lap, passing by, with absolutely nothing happening. Oh, it's so annoying. It's such a mentally draining track. But, you know, we just come through and do what we can, right? Next track, I believe, is Baku, so at least we'll have some overtaking there. We have a mistake at the chicane there. I don't even know how that happened. We are going to still try it and go down the inside of Giovinazzi. We get through. I don't even know what happened there. I think our rear left tyre tapped the wall, and luckily no damage on the tyre or the side pod. Just lucky for us. We tapped it there. So some people are pitting in now. Some of the hard runners are pitting in. So that means our pit window is coming to an opening. Guan Yu Zhou has just pitted in. As Antonio Giovinazzi is trying to attack us up the hill. Place where you don't want to try and overtake and move.
Guan Yu is coming in for his stop.
So you hear there, Guan Yu has come in for a stop. I believe we are going to pit in. Get off these hard tyres. The race isn't really going anywhere. So it might be an idea just to pit in. Get a fresh set of boots on. Obviously going on to the medium tyres, fresh set of mediums.
Be aware we expect the grip levels to start falling away soon.
And there's our call to come in from Jeff. Grip levels falling away. Box slap Jeff. Probably the best chicane I've had all day right there. Make sure we are going on to the medium tyres, which I believe we are. Going to the pits. We are putting on a fresh set of medium tyres. Giovinazzi is coming in with us, as well as, I believe that is, the Haas of Mick Schumacher and the Williams coming in now. And we did have front wing damage, that's why we are going a bit slower. Front wing is coming on, which means we are going to come out at the back of the pack. We're on a fresh set of tyres, and hopefully we can do something on these tyres. We're now at the back of the pack.
Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the
None
end now.
of the cars coming through need to lap us. Let's see what we can do on a fresh set of medium tyres right at the back of the pack. Obviously, did have a little front wing damage. That's why we were going slow, and already I can tell that the car is driving a lot better. Look at how much quicker we take the chicane there. Just take corners with so much more confidence and just general pace that we're sort of catching up to the guys ahead rather than falling back. We are trying to find a move on Nicholas Latifi. I don't know where we're going to try it really. We could try it into the chicane, which we are. Late braking, and we've gone straight on. Okay, the game doesn't give that as a warning. Okay, I'll take the move.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
Jeff, wasn't really a great pass, mate. I went straight on. Probably shouldn't have tried the move, but you know, I'll take a free place any day of the week. As we almost spin into the pits, I guess that's karma. We are now closing in on Nikita Mazepin, which is good, to be fair. Good to see that we are now closing in. Now we have less front wing damage. That's going to hamper the progress that this lap has done.
The gap to the car ahead is 1.6 seconds.
Here's that, Jeff. It's now 1.5, 1.6, now going to be 1.7. Hopefully we can get past Mazepin within the next few laps. Obviously, Monaco, it's tough to overtake here. So hopefully we'll find a place where we can get past. Obviously we will have DRS on Mazepin, but the DRS straight around at Monaco isn't really any use. Oh yeah, I'll make sure that we keep up with him, as Ocon's in the pits for a set of soft tyres. Overtaking opportunities at Monaco are there and into the chicane after the tunnel, so we are going to save up some ERS, hopefully get Mazepin at one of those overtaking opportunities. Oh my god. We're going to burn off all of our ERS down this part of the straight. We tried it on Nicholas Latifi, we are going to try it on Nikita Mazepin. No, we're not. Let's take a void in action as we pick up a 3-second time penalty there. We did collide with Mazepin. Oh god. Not what we needed. Not what we needed. Tried it, it didn't come off. We just tried to Nikita Mazepin. DRS this time.
We're trailing our team
Sandoval.
5.3 seconds.
Oh, we're trying it. We're trying it. We are trying it on Nikita Mazepin. Trying it by any means necessary, pretty much. Oh. Can we maybe try it into the chicane at some point? The hairpin, maybe? Nope. Not with that run, we're not. I am going to try it again. This time we are closer on Mazepin. We'll be able to try this lap. Down the inside. Do we keep it on track this time? Yes, we do.
Nice work. That brings you up a
Yes,
place.
we do. This time we do get through. Obviously, Mick Schumacher is next. We do have to worry about that 3-second time penalty as well. So, yeah. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the ICE. Be aware that we will start to see a loss of power.
But the actual engine now is wearing. It's on 55%. Hopefully that lasts us this race. We are going to be using this engine again for the next round as well. So, yeah. Hopefully the engine does survive. In fairness, I don't know where I'm going to claw 3 seconds from here. So I've found 2 seconds at the moment. I just don't know where we're going to find that final second. Hopefully we can just claw it through. On the minimap I can see one of the Red Bulls coming through. Obviously I know that the two Mercedes have managed to get through and a Red Bull have, but I don't know which Red Bull is the one behind us. Because we are getting blue flag warnings, that is for the guys behind. Obviously we will be getting our blue flag warnings soon.
Mind that.
Gap at the moment is still only 2 seconds, now dropped to 1.9. Oh my word, we're going to finish P19 at this rate. Our results appear to keep going backwards, man. Hopefully Baku's a bit better for us. So Nikita Mazepin has finally got his blue flag one. His gap is now 2.6. This lap and next lap, because we have been lapped. Let's see if we can increase the gap to Mazepin by 0.3 of a second, by 0.4 of a second around about. We need to try and get that gap increased. Gap is now up to 4 seconds due to Verstappen lapping. Checking tyre wear right now. 29.33. Tyres are a third of the way done, and I think that the gap to Mazepin is now okay as we do tap the wall there. That means I have picked up some front wing damage.
And and we think you should be okay to continue. It'll cost us a little bit of time, but we're nearly
Yeah,
at
a
the end of the
little bit of
race.
time, Jeff. We need to make it so that Nikita Mazepin doesn't overtake us. Oh my god. This damage is bad. Jeff, this damage is bad, mate. ERS on the straight. Shit, no front wing. We are finishing the Monaco Grand Prix with no front wing.
Okay, you have front wing damage. This will be a major performance impact unless you box for a new one.
Jeff, mate, I can't box. I've got no
Blue
front wing
flag,
either.
blue flag. There's been an incident on
Fuck's
track
sake.
resulting in loose debris. Fortunately, the marshals have managed to clear it up in
Lads.
time, and there are no plans for a safety car right now.
Oh, I've got no downforce. Ah. So if we can defend from Mazepin as Hamilton wins the race. We are going to still defend from Nikita Mazepin. Even though we don't need to, we just need to finish ahead of Latifi. As we hit the wall and Mazepin drives into us. He was taking a normal driving
Blue
line.
flag conditions. Create a gap and let the car behind through.
We have blue flags. Leclerc gets past Mazepin. We're not going to be able to let Leclerc through, because it's now down to the line. What a shocking race. What a shocking race.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc
It's
Ferme.
awful. The car appeared to feel pretty good in Bahrain. Brand new picking up driver of the day. The car felt great in Bahrain. It felt okay in Spain, and around here it felt awful.
And a fantastic win.
So,
So after
yeah, we just appear to be going backwards. Not what we want, to be fair. Not what we want at all.
So then, it's
Shocking
time to
race.
see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. After an incredible performance,
As we can
Lewis
see,
Hamilton
we finished
secures the
P18
top
in the
spot
end.
the Drivers' Championship.
Um,
Now, let's discuss, and who
I don't
would
know
you
why
say
that
is a
penalty hasn't come into
contender
it.
for Driver of
Guan
the
Yu
Day?
Zhou, brilliant drive from him. Look at him.
My vote today.
Let's move
Brilliant
on to
drive
the
from him.
constructors. Mercedes continue to extend
I
their
will be
lead.
leaving the highlights for you
It's
guys.
been
Obviously,
absolutely
Ocon not
wild
managed to make
weekend
any
of Formula
progress
One
from
action.
21st.
I can't wait to see what's next.
P18 at the end of the day. Where does that put us in the standings now? P13 in the standings. But yeah, I'm going to leave you guys the highlights. Hopefully you guys do enjoy it.